Hello everyone, welcome to Metaverse Insider. In this video, you will learn top 7 movies that include aspects of virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and other aspects that are part of shaping the Metaverse. Thank you for your support growing this channel. You may like and subscribe. Number 1 is Snow Crash. Published in 1992, Snow Crash is a science fiction novel by the American writer Neal Stephenson, where he coined the term Metaverse. Stephenson saw the Metaverse, capitalized in the novel, as the successor to the Internet, which during the time it was still just coming into existence and beginning to display signs of future potential. Hiro Protagonist is a hacker and pizza delivery driver for the Mafia. He meets Whitey, a young skateboard courier who refers to herself in the third person during a failed attempt to make a delivery on time. Whitey completes the delivery on his behalf, and they strike up a partnership gathering intelligence and selling it to the CIC. Within the Metaverse, Hiro is offered a data file named Snow Crash by a man named Raven. Hiro's friend and fellow hacker views a bitmap image contained in the file, which causes his computer to crash and his friend to suffer brain damage in the real world. Here is a brief excerpt on how he envisioned the Metaverse. The people are pieces of software called avatars. They are all the audiovisual bodies that people use to communicate with each other in the Metaverse. Hiro's avatar is now on the street too, and if the couples coming off the monorail look over in his direction, they can see him just as he is seeing them. Number 2. Tron. Originally created in 1982, the earliest Metaverse to appear in film Tron details the adventures of the video game. Sam Flynn, the son of a virtual world designer, goes looking for his father and ends up inside the digital world that his father designed. When Sam investigates a strange signal sent from the old Flynn's arcade, he finds himself pulled into a digital world where Kevin has been trapped for 20 years. Sam, along with Kevin's loyal confidant Cora, father and son embark on a life-and-death journey across a visually stunning cyber universe that has become far more advanced and exceedingly dangerous. Meanwhile, the malevolent program CLU, who dominates the digital world, plans to invade the real world and will stop at nothing to prevent their escape. Number 3. Ready Player One. Ready Player One is most often considered the movie explaining the Metaverse, despite the fact that it assumes that a single company would end up controlling everything. The science fiction adventure film is based on Ernest Cline's novel of the same name. The story takes place in 2045 when much of humanity uses the Oasis, a virtual reality simulation to escape the real world. In the movie, Oasis is a multiplayer online game with thousands of different locations, including online shopping, games, and even a thriving school system. Most people in the world have Oasis accounts, and it offers an escape from the real world. James Halliday, the creator of the Oasis, has left a contest that will transfer the ownership of the Oasis to whoever finds his Easter egg. Worth billions of dollars, many users have been trying to figure out the hints that lead to Halliday's Easter egg for years. Wade Watts, a high school student, describes his adventures trying to win Halliday's contest. Since he lives in poverty and has poor social skills, he dedicates his life to being a gunter, egg hunter. Gunters are Oasis users who have not given up on finding Halliday's Easter egg. Wade's online avatar, Parzival, and Wade's friend spend almost all of their time looking for hints to find the Easter egg. This is a notion of critique elsewhere because it is important to realize that the Metaverse will not be a single Metaverse. The movie does a great job of showing what immersive experiences in VR might be like someday. Number 4. Avatar. The movie describes an online world parallel to the real world, the Metaverse. All people in the real world have an avatar in the Metaverse. On the last alien world of Pandora live the Na'vi, who appear primitive but are highly evolved. Because of the planet's environment is poisonous, human Na'vi hybrids called avatars must link to human minds to allow for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes mobile again through one such avatar that falls in love with a Na'vi woman. As a bond with her grows, he is drawn into a battle for the survival of her world. This technology of being able to move a human's consciousness into into another species is impressive. Avatar explores this concept as well as flaunting the capabilities of augmented reality and virtual reality technology. Number 5. Wreck-It-Ralph. Wreck-It-Ralph is an American computer animated comedy film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. The movie features various video game characters living their in-game roles and socializing via a power strip. It tells the story of an arcade game villain, Ralph, who rebels against his bad guy role and dreams of becoming a hero. His quest for a hero's story ends up creating havoc for his arcade along the way. Ralph is able to travel across the entirety of the internet from game to game and displays the potential interconnectedness of metaverse opportunities. However, while on his quest, Ralph accidentally unleashes a deadly enemy that threatens the entire arcade. Number 6. Gamer. The American science fiction action film stars Gerald Butler as a participant in an online game in which participants can control human beings as players, and Logan Lerman as the player who controls him. In this movie, Gerald Butler, with his death row inmate role, battles his fellow prisoners in a violent online game called Slayers each week, and his every move is controlled by a young gamer's remote device. To the players, Gerald and the other inmates are just simulated characters, but to a resistance group that opposes the game's inventor, Gerald is a critical component of their plan to end the inventor's form of high-tech slavery. Number 7. Free Guy. The American science fiction action comedy film stars Ryan Reynolds as a guy, a bank teller who discovered he is actually a non-player character in an open-world video game and becomes a hero of the story, trying to save his friends from deletion by the game's creator. In a world where there is no limit, he is determined to save the day his way before it's too late, and may find a little romance with the coder who conceived him. The above 7 movies portrayed creativities, possibilities, and existence of the metaverse in different forms and dimensions. That is why the metaverse is not going to be one thing. The metaverse is about a multiverse of metaverses that will exist. It is about open ecosystems with the exponential rise in human expressions and creativity. The metaverse will be co-created by all of us. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. I do hope you learned from this video. See you in the metaverse.